Everybody, thanks for watching. So yeah, real quick, Merkabah Scholar Society members, make sure you guys check your emails for the updated video link as well as the updated links. Now, some of you guys, your emails are full. So I just want to let you know, because you probably don't know. So a lot of you guys be waiting for emails from me. I sent it, but your mailbox is full for whatever reason, and you didn't get the email because I'm getting a lot of those bounce backs from people emails that's full. And it's people in the society and people outside of society. A lot of you guys are waiting for emails for books or whatever, but your mailbox is full. So make sure you check your mailbox, make sure it's not full or that you are paid up in whatever email service you have and you are able to get the email. Make sure I have updated emails. Also, books are going out. Flash drives are going out. Again, did I get a flash drive or if you're waiting for a book, shoot me an email. Unless you're waiting for a guide to God. If you wait for a guide to God like everybody else is, that's why you're waiting on books. Now, I know a lot of you are, and some of you can't wait. So if you absolutely cannot wait and you want the other 2 books now, shoot me an email. I'll send you the other 2 books ahead of time if you can't wait. If you can wait a little bit longer. God to God is on the way. I'll send them all at one time. But if you can't wait, I'll go ahead and front the bill and pay for it and have it delivered to you ahead of time because it's been a long wait. So if you can't wait, just shoot me an email. Make sure you send me your address and make sure you hit me up with the correct email so I can match it to your, we can match it to your account, to your corresponding order so it's no confusion, right? And you'll get it early. So I know some people can't wait and understand. I'm going to send you guys signed copies, especially if you're in a society, you'll get those books. So I'll send them out early and then God to God, you'll get it once it gets here. So excuse me, once it gets here. So let me know and we'll go ahead and send it out to you guys. But yeah, books are going out. Stop being scared. Send me photos. I sent out a lot of books. Send me pictures with the books. Thanks to everybody who sent photos so far. Appreciate you guys. But send out the photos so I can let these haters know the books are going out because people are still skeptical. They are going out. Still a shitload of books that have to go out. But waiting for God to God, that process to be done. But for the people that doubt it, the people that said it's a scam, whatever, I proved my point. I showed you guys me in court. I showed you court documents, even though I redacted. So you guys know it wasn't no bullshit. Case is finished. Books are going out. It's a process. Got new books coming. Appreciate the patience for everybody. But yeah, I told you so. It just was. It's how court goes. It's a process. But yeah, we got a lot to get into. And this month's going to be filled with a lot. As I put in the video for the society, we got a lot, man. It's going to be a busy month. The next month is going to be busier. And we'll see how the summer goes. So I don't want to really get into too much on Iran and what's happening because they are censoring a lot. It's a lot of bullshit going around. But, you know, from talking with a lot of people, doing a lot of consultations and, I just, you know, it's a lot of unclarity, just everything, you know, life period, which is, you know, expected. But you guys don't understand how things work. Now, we just had this whole space launch and everything going to the moon again. Well, I'll bring it up now. Everything that's been happening has just been a big roller coaster for a lot of people, all equally connected. And you guys got to understand how things work. And I broke this down plenty of times, but it's going to elude people who are not conscious. A lot of you guys are still religious. A lot of you guys are still believing in prophecies and Jesus coming back. These people ain't spending all these money. You think you're smarter than them. You are not. You don't think they know what you know. And if what you know is true, you don't think these people who are smarter than you will be moving a different way? What do you care about money for? What do you care about what's taking place if you know Jesus is on the way back and this shit about to be over? You know, what are they building all these data centers for? So somebody is right, somebody is wrong. Who is it? Now, clearly from our point of view, our evidence points to what's factual, what's possibly going to happen, what's most likely going to happen, right? Data centers are going up. Our currency is getting ready to change. This is not, you know, people who are preparing for the end of the world, for Jesus to come back. These are people who are planning to basically walk into the completion of their agenda, right? They not wait for no angels in the sky to part and Jesus to come down and come to start taking people or what have you. They're not waiting for some Armageddon-ass war that you people are waiting for. You people are waiting for death. And it's ridiculous. These people are not. Pay attention to the rulers of the world and what they're doing and what they've been doing for a long time. You can sit back and think Jesus parting them clouds if you want, but you're going to get overlooked and get ate up by this new coming system, right? So this is what I've been talking about and preparing you guys for, especially so in a society. You guys are just waiting for nothing and you're not preparing for what's going to take place. So here's the thing, right? Understanding how things work. Okay, first of all, you know, we've had this debate since the 60s. Did we go to the moon? Did we not go to the moon? You can believe whatever you want. There's just some questions and things that we see because people act like we're absolutely bonkers for questioning the moon landing or what have you, right? Crazy. Oh, hundreds of thousands of people work for NASA. How could they all be lying? How come nobody come out and told the truth? Well, a lot of people did. You just don't know about it. How all these governments in on it? What in China and Russia, who's America's enemies, supposedly tell on America that they faked the whole moon landing, right? So the thing is, first of all, again, there is no America versus Russia and China. You can believe that bullshit if you want. There's no such thing. These people are in cahoots with each other. It's them, the rulers of this world, versus the people. It's just that simple. Because policies that change with wars affect everybody, right? So if we're in this together, I need you to start a war so I can pass policy on my people. You can pass policy on your people, so on and so forth. It's how we're going to get what we want and deceive the people at the same time. So while you think this World War II, which was the first New World Order, was this whole war, and then, Hitler supposedly survived and everything that happened, what happened out of that? They got the consolidation of the European nations into their hands, right? So we have the Schengen agreement, the whole Schengen zone. And basically, if you live in Europe, like in Sweden, as you guys know, I used to live there, you can live anywhere in Europe, right? So this agreement happened, this whole new one world Europe, you might as well say, took place out of that, right? And a whole bunch of other stuff. So we get the formation of Israel, right? So this is going on, right? As far as like them being recognized as a state or what have you. So this is going on, and these wars and these things that happen is so that these leaders can pass legislation, laws on their people. It's no different. Because right now, what's taking place, as I said before, is going to usher us into this whole digital technological age more so than before. Clearly, is a reason why Elon Musk is in this administration or a part of it or have anything to do with Trump and what's going on, because they want to push us towards the electric car, which is booming right now, especially in China. So China can look at it and say to its people, hey, America took Venezuela. We have oil issues. Now Iran, we have oil issues. If you're paying attention to social media, there are so many videos circulating of the advanced, amazing Chinese electric cars that just blows Tesla out of the water, and any other American electric car for that matter. So now you can look at the people and say, hey, well, check these cars out. Cheap. You can afford them on your regular job salary, $10,000, $11,000 car. Absolutely luxurious, like a Rolls-Royce Phantom for a fraction of the price, right? And I tell you what, if you give us your, old gas guzzling car, we'll give you this electric car at a fraction of the price, right? It's taking place already in China. It's going to be done so in here in America eventually, because oil is going to get so high, it's going to be $150 a gallon. Only rich people are going to be able to drive regular cars at some point. So our future is going to be when you hear engine revving from a Lamborghini or what have you going down the street, somebody going to be driving down the street in the Buick, and you're going to be like, that nigga rich, because he's putting oil in his car, and oil is going to be so expensive. Meanwhile, along with universal basic income, the government is going to say to the American people, hey, guess what? Turn in your car, you get a free electric car, which is going to be manufactured by Tesla. Tesla's going to have the workings and patent or whatever it is, and every single one of these government issued cars, possibly, to where you'll be tracked and everything like that. Something like that is in our future. And I probably shouldn't even be putting this out on video, but they're telling you it's coming anyway. So I'm just doing their job right now. But this is what's taking place. So whether you believe what you want to believe or not, this is like things that happen that shows you that these people are all in on it. There is no Russia versus America versus Iran and China, all this stuff going on. It's these leaders versus us. WWE, believe what you want to believe or what have you. That's what's taking place, right? So as far as saying, about when they tell on America for faking the moon landing, that's one of the reasons why. Possibilities are all over the place, but it's just a lot of real common sense things you can look at. Since you want to question us even questioning the moon landing, we have so many videos going around showing these people in the space station, supposed to be zero gravity, but we can see the harnesses. And people say, oh, no, they just put the harness on them to keep them in place while they're floating. But then the guy has the video where, one, the cup falls. It's zero gravity. The cup should have floated. The liquid should have floated. It didn't. Also, the guy holding a globe beach ball, remember, he drops it when he on the mic, he drops it. The beach ball, which should float, goes straight to the ground and to float back up. There was no harness on those things, right? So we see stuff like that. We see green screen. We see so many things that cause us to question the whole thing. And this is why we have our questions. And then, for me, people say, hey, you guys just don't know physics. You don't know how things work or what have you. For me, it's always been, and I've always been looking for this shot, right? Okay, if you was to come here to Vegas, right? And you stood in front of the Bellagio fountains and you've never been here and you got a video playing, you're watching the fountains. At some point, I promise you, you're going to pan over to the Cosmopolitan, and then you're going to do a 360 pan. You're going to get playing in Hollywood. You're going to get the big giant Eiffel Tower over at the Paris Hotel, the Eiffel Tower. You're going to get the new buildings, and you're going to get Caesar's Palace and everything. You're going to do a 360 shot because that shot is amazing. And you're going to come back to the fountains and be like, wow, what a shot, right? You've never seen that in space. And that was one of the convincing things for me that, it's questionable. It's bullshit, because the sun is supposed to be 1.3 million times the size of Earth, right? 1.3 million times. I mean, you can fit 1.3 million Earths inside the sun, so they say. But I have never seen them take that shot, this shot right here that we all see of the Earth, and then pan over, get the big giant sun, keep panning and get the moon, and come all the way back around to Earth. 360 shot, right? Never seen that. And every time you've seen video of the Earth, you've seen it looking like this, right? The Earth is supposed to be spinning at what? 1,037 miles per hour? How come we've never seen video of the Earth spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, right? And this is what they say. They say that this from a time lapse. So the shot that they show us is from a time lapse, right? Stitched together geostationary point of view that is basically spinning with the speed of the planet, right? So basically they're saying the camera is basically spinning with the planet and it's in a geostationary position. And we took composite shots, because it don't make sense composite with geostationary and something spinning 1,000 miles an hour, right? To give us this shot that we've seen of the Earth looking still. But sometimes the clouds move, right? And if it's spinning that fast, how is the astronaut who's holding the camera not spinning as well? Or the space station that's filming it from, the space station is not spinning as well. So the explanations that they give us, a lot of it is bullshit. Now, it could have been that we did go to the moon and they can't show us what was there, that it was faked. When I look at, I laugh. It just looks so bad. You guys got to go and look at the video. When you look at the footage, you can judge for yourself. I've given you guys footage over the years and I've shown you guys what they did and how this whole thing was faked. And it's more than believable. It's the truth. But you can believe whatever you want to believe. It's just this, whole thing now. Why now? Why is it coming into play? We'll get into that at some point in the society. I don't want to talk about it on here. But just look at what's been shown, and distraction as well, because there's a lot that's going on over there. They don't want people to know what's happening. A lot of stalling has to take place. And yeah, you can believe about the war, what you want. And I know this, I'm from the hood. You guys know what beef is. You guys who've been around real people that hate each other or real beef. You guys see the videos on social media all the time. Dudes pull up and shoot. They don't text your phone a video of them saying, yo, I'm about to come to your block and bang. They don't come and do a press conference to tell you how many missiles they're going to launch if you don't do this, right? They just get it done. And that's it, right? So our wars, I don't care about you and what have you. Like, if I'm committing a crime, I'm a criminal. I want to do what I want to do. So I'm not letting your cameras interview me. I'm not sending you a press conference video of me talking about what I want. We already talked. We came to war. What is there to talk about? If you're kicking my butt, or if I'm kicking your butt in this war, I got you by the balls. I'm not giving you 2 weeks to recover. 2 more weeks to recover, because the markets are bouncing back. That's what's happening now. The corporations are on Trump's ass. Like, hey, stocks are dropping. Okay, I know what to do. Let's have a 2-week ceasefire so stuff can rebound a little bit. You guys got 2 weeks to go ahead and grab what you want to grab at this price. Do what you got to do, because you know what's going to happen once the war starts. And then we back to business. And this is what's taking place. You don't have a ceasefire. If your enemy's shooting at you and dropping bombs, and you got the upper hand on it, whatever the situation may be. I'm not going to stop and say, oh, let me get 2 weeks real quick. I'll be right back. 2 weeks, right? It don't make sense. But the way we'll look at it is from their point of view and say, of course, they'd be happy to take 2 weeks to recover. Why would you give them 2 weeks? Especially when they're shooting down millions of dollars worth of equipment, supposedly. Destroying AWACS, right? It's, no, I'm not giving you no time. I'm going to end this thing right now. This is America, right? So with Yemen, come on, man. Y'all got to be smarter than this. Really, Yemen? Like, they're a threat. They control the whole fucking Red Sea now, Yemen. Like, are you serious? And then the Saudis had them by the balls for a long time. It's been civil war in Yemen since 2014, 2013, or what have you. But we know, and I put this in one of my previous videos, about the hold that the Saudis been having on them. And the civil war has been ongoing for a long time. Remember the underwear bomber, right? Talked about this in the video for the society. Like, he was from Yemen. And it basically was trying to show about, you know, what's happening with the Houthis over there in Yemen, which Iran has been funding them. Hezbollah has now joined the war. It's just a circus now. And now we got to worry because they control the whole fucking Red Sea, right? So we don't got to just worry about the Straits of Hormuz. We got to worry about the Red Sea as well. So, you know, what's going on? Militarily, man. I'm ex-military. Come on, man. I know our capability. It's not hard to take the Straits of Hormuz. We can take it. We have air superiority. Once we take it, we can take it from the air. We can take it with drones, drop our people in there and not getting it back. It's no fucking way. Like, come on, man. Like, everything is played out before you guys the way it's supposed to be played out. Nobody's asking questions. We can completely debunk and shatter the whole notion of what's happening. But who are you going to call? Who are you going to tell? Right? Everything I'm talking about, who am I going to tell it to? The CIA? FBI? What are they going to do about it? Fucking nothing. They got us by the balls. And this is why I've been telling you guys, it's not about beating these people. It's about surviving what's taking place and benefiting from it. You can sit back and think Jesus is coming back and think all the bullshit you want. Think somebody got your back. They don't. This is it.